Now, just a few months ago, India displayed its military prowess, and the weapon that decimated Pakistan was made in India, BrahMos missile. Operation Sindoor marked the combat debut of the BrahMos missile, delivering a devastating blow to Pakistan's terror and military infrastructure, establishing its battlefield credibility. Following the successful use of BrahMos in real combat, over 14 countries have now shown strong interest in acquiring the missile system. In response to this surge in global demand, a new BrahMos production facility was inaugurated in Lucknow as part of the UP Defence Industrial Corridor. Till now, 5 countries, USA, France, UK, Russia, China, had the capability to produce such high-grade titanium components. With this, India becomes the 6th, a major step towards strategic independence.
When we see the weapon systems, missile systems, including BrahMos and the fighter jets, we also should know how they are made. And this is a particular area in this PTC factory where this alloy is melted and made into the desired form. This is the furnace head where in high temperatures these super metals are melted and made into the desired shapes depending upon the needs and the platforms they are contributing to. To tell us more about it, I have with me Mr. Karunakar Srivastava, who's the manager and who deals with this furnace area. Sir, a very warm welcome on India Today. Please tell us something about the process. How do you make that super alloy which is required for BrahMos and other weapon systems?
So this is a very special manufacturing, and this is manufacturing for titanium and super alloy. So we have 3 ways of manufacturing of titanium. One is from VAR furnace we have of 12-ton capacity. Then we have a EBCHR furnace of around 5,500 metric ton per annum capacity. And then we have one more furnace which is called plasma remelting method. So in that 3 method of manufacturing, we manufacture the titanium alloy. There we have a different type of element. We mix it together. We have a furnace standing here. There we are doing the melting, one melt, double melt, and then this particular raw material is being manufactured. After this manufacturing, there is a further processes which is forging, rolling to make the different kind, shape and size what is being required. And that is being used in the different missile application, different aircraft, different Rafale, and whatsoever the application is required.
As India moves ahead in its pursuit of Atmanirbhar Bharat, we are right now in Lucknow in one of the facilities that is contributing to the BrahMos project. India's very own supersonic BrahMos missile is getting alloys from this factory where I'm reporting from in Lucknow. This is PTC Industries, the only company in the country which is making alloys, titanium alloys and super alloys from BrahMos missile systems that were inaugurated right after Operation Sindoor. And you can see how this industry has already started working in an area of 50 acres of land. And this happens to be one of the nodal agencies of the defense corridors in Uttar Pradesh. And PTC Industries is the only industry in the country to have this capability of building these super alloys that are contributing to the BrahMos missile systems. 300 crore facility that was inaugurated in Lucknow by Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh has already started producing, and the development work is going on at a very fast pace. And BrahMos happens to be the missile system that is not only proving its mettle in operations like Operation Sindoor, but there are a number of countries after Philippines that are also showing interest in BrahMos missiles, and around 12 nations have already shown their interest in BrahMos missiles. And here we see how in the defense domain in Lucknow, these companies have already started working. If I talk about the Uttar Pradesh Defense Industrial Corridor, 7 companies have already started to work, yours being one of them. So how fast is the work going, and what do you think that in the coming years Uttar Pradesh will look like in terms of defense production?
Uttar Pradesh government is extremely ambitious as well as very promising in its and the kind of incentives and the policies that they have come out with, especially related to defense and aerospace manufacturing, is very encouraging. The ambitions is to really create a big defense and aerospace manufacturing ecosystem within the state. Of course, to create a huge number of jobs, but also to contribute towards the self-reliance in defense and aerospace, within the country from the state. I see that with the pace with which the government is moving and the kind of investments in infrastructure it is making and the kind of policies it is coming up with, there is a lot that will happen within the state in this area.
So one last question. This facility is not only making for India, but you are also exporting and working on that. So what all countries are you thinking or are showing interest in the kind of alloys you are producing?
Yes. So as you said, this is not just for Make in India. This is Make in India, Make for the world. We are already having agreements, long-term agreements, MOUs, purchase orders for exports to many big primes, aerospace engine manufacturers like Safran, like BAE Systems, Honeywell Aerospace, IAI in Israel. Lot of these foreign OEMs, Dassault Aviation for Rafale, so parts are actually going to go on to Rafale as well, titanium parts, LEAP engine parts, commercial aviation as well. So all this is also being driven to a large extent by the entire demand that is getting generated in civilian aerospace, commercial aviation sector, as well as the defense spend increase worldwide. And